What's up guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to give you my top tips for exercise mistakes that you might be making if you're a beginner. I see it all the time, it's so common, but it's really easy to fix to make you get more out of your workout, help you find things a little bit easier and do things properly. If you enjoyed this video and find it useful, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Let's get into the video. So the first mistake that I see a lot of the time is when people are doing press ups, they tend to keep their bum up in the air and do this. So the reason for that is that your upper body isn't quite strong enough yet, but also you're not engaging your core, you're engaging your back muscles. It's going to put pressure on your back, it may even hurt. What you want to do is push your bum forwards, squeeze the muscles in your bum, and then lower yourself down. Rather than doing this, you're not engaging your abs that way. So hips forwards, lower yourself as far as you can, and back up. The same goes for your arm position. I see a lot of people putting their arms here because they want it to feel easier, but the safest way and the proper way to do a press up is to make sure that your wrist is in line with your shoulder. If that feels too difficult, we're going to take it up to a step to make it feel easier, or you can even use the wall. So feel free to put your hands on a sofa. Anything that is higher up is going to make things easier. So for example, instead of doing press ups on the floor, you can pop your hands on the wall, come up onto your tiptoes and lower yourself down, bending the elbows, getting as close to the wall as you can, and then pressing up. It's absolutely fine to start there rather than going from the floor. Build up your strength first and then go down. The same applies for tricep dips. It's a really intense exercise using a lot of your upper body, and I see a lot of people struggling when they don't have to. You can do it from the wall instead and make it a little bit easier. So hands shoulder width apart, up onto those tiptoes. You're going to lower the elbows down and back up. So you're still going to get into those triceps, but it just makes it a little bit kinder for you. So as I said before, anything, whether it's burpees, mountain climbers, anything when you're in that high plank position with your hands on the floor can be done from an elevated height. So just to give you a quick example, you can do your high plank here, you can even do your press ups here, still kneeling on the floor. You can do your mountain climbers here, and you can do your burpees here. So if your hands are higher, it's going to feel easier. Another mistake that I see a lot of beginners do is push it with their cardio fitness a little bit too soon. Anything where you're jumping around can easily be made easier by doing it without the jump. So you're either stepping or just reducing the movement. Let me show you some examples. Instead of doing high knees, you can march on the spot. Instead of doing squat jumps, you can do a squat. Instead of doing an ice skater, you can step. So most things that include a jump can easily be regressed into a beginner exercise by removing the jump. The same applies for core exercises. If we are on our front, rather than doing your Russian twist with your feet off the floor, you can put your feet down. If you are doing something like leg raises, rather than lifting both feet up together, you can pop one foot down and do one at a time. The same for bicycle crunches. Keep one leg there, pull it back. Now, alongside working the core, a lot of beginners will arch their back because they don't know how to engage their core. So we don't want a gap under here when we're doing ab exercises. We want to flatten the back against the mat, pulling those core muscles in. You can already feel them start to engage a little bit more, and then come up into that core exercise rather than arching your back here and then trying to lift, putting all that pressure on your lower back and not actually engaging those core muscles at all. And most importantly guys, just make sure that you're going at your own pace and that you don't push yourself too hard or try and feel pressurized into keeping up with anybody else. This is about you and your fitness journey. If you're starting from scratch, it's much better to ease yourself into those first few workouts, pace yourself, and come away feeling like you could have tried a little bit harder, but you're really accomplished, so you held a little bit back, rather than pushing to your absolute max during those first few workouts and coming away feeling put off, feeling like it was unachievable. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon.